Have I flipped in Detroit? Short answer is yes, I have. I flipped a few properties in Detroit, I've done the BRRRR strategy in Detroit, and I have a few rentals there right now as well. I've also done so in other cities and states, and I've also wholesaled 250 plus properties as well. And when flipping properties in Detroit, there's three main things you want to look out for. Number one, if you install the furnace and hot water tank and it's a vacant property, you're going to want a house sitter that sits in there, or you're not going to want to put pictures up with your furnace and hot water tank because those are going to get stolen. Trust me, I learned that the hard way.
And number two, whether you flip properties in Detroit or not, when you're doing renovations on your properties, you always want to make sure you're paying them out in draws, especially if it's a new contractor. That way you can make sure that every step of the way is getting completed correctly and within the allocated budget that you've given them. And number three, always make sure you're looking at the surrounding areas when you're purchasing that property. When you run the numbers, it might look great, but you always want to look at the surrounding areas and see if there's a ton of vacant homes, tons of vacant lots, because if that's the case, that's probably why the numbers look really, really good as well. So it's always a good idea to not just look at the numbers and always look at the surrounding areas. What other questions can I answer for you guys?